Hey y'all. Hope everyone is doing fine tonight. Travis. I'm missing my declaring my decrees.
You're alive.
Okay. Where the hell is my cards? Shoot. I need to be more organized. Oh. Okay. Alright. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light. Let's get some messages for the chosen and the chosen only. Alright. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light. Give me some messages for the chosen. What do we need to know at this time? What is important for us to know? Oh, shoot. Peace, everybody. How y'all doing? Please don't forget to like the live as you come in, or don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right, so we have, I declare, decree, and establish that all past life trauma and pain inflicted upon myself or that I've inflicted upon others are now destroyed from my energy and spirit and in flesh. You're going to burn this on ancestor money and release it. Peace. How y'all doing? All right, so let's get some messages for the chosen. Let's see what we have at this time. So we have, so chosen, at this time, you're a very determined person. You are a very determined person. Things are going to be fine in your life, you know. So what I'm seeing here is that, let's make sure that this came out in the upright, because I forgot to put the cards. Anyway, so what I'm seeing here is like, you're continuing on in your life. I'm seeing here that there's a lot of abundance and good luck that is happening for a lot of the chosen at this time. You're continuing on. I'm seeing here that you're getting justice and victory. I'm seeing here that you're a loving, healed person, and that the Most High God is continuing to guide you in your life when it comes to your inheritance and your money, your stability. I'm seeing here that, you know, you're learning lessons. You're becoming stronger. You know, with the Five of Cups here, Spirit is saying that you can do it, even if you feel like you can't. That your spirit guides are letting you know that you have it in you to do it. So if you're feeling down at this time, Spirit is telling you to check your emotions, become more in alignment with your emotions. I'm seeing here as the Page of Pentacles. There is so at this time, I'm seeing here that you're feeling more secure within yourself, secure in your life, where, you know, you're nurturing yourself more. You're blocking yourself off to any negativity at this time. You're not focused on it. You're opening your options when it comes to yourself. And there's some cups that you're not taking on. You know, what you're doing here is just looking forward to the future, looking forward to future gain. What's up, Davina? How are you? Golden, hi. And golden egg, okay. Hi, nobody. So I'm just seeing here that you're taking initiative to move on. I'm seeing here with the Six of Pentacles, this is you in your life continuing on. You got a lot of happiness and love pointed and geared towards you. I'm seeing here that you may stress about the effort that you're putting into your life, but things are working out for you regardless of if you like it or not. I'm glad you're doing good. Things are going to be working out for you, chosen. So no matter what, like any type of negativity that may be happening in the background, I'm seeing here that you're having new beginnings. You're thinking clear. I'm seeing here with the King of Swords energy, this is a person who's very clear about their decisions, clear on how you're thinking clearly on how you need to close out particular cycles in your life. I'm also seeing here that you're having like a stable union. You got a security happening, a lot of abundance, a lot of fulfillment in your life. And you're determined, So again, the Most High is continuously looking over you. I see that it's stressful because you're in power at this time. You're in victory. You're balancing out your life. You're just a very tough person, chosen. You're the emperor of your life. You're in balance. You got strength to endure difficulty. Even if people try to fight against you with the Five of Wands here, of course there's going to be always tension here. But I see that you're taking every obstacle that someone throws you, and you are handling it with grace. With the Hierophant, you learn from people who try to send you difficulty. You learn from people who try to keep you in your head. You always get justice and victory. I'm just seeing here that the scales are balancing for you, and you're having victory in everything that you do. I see here that you do it all in love. And with the High Priest here, this is just saying that you are very aware and assertive in your life. You're the Empress. You're coming out as someone who has resilience. And of course, there is someone who's going to continue to bother you, but I'm just seeing here that you're handling it, even throughout the difficulties that people try to send to you, with the someone being hateful and jealous. You always win. This is someone who's wanting to give you justice, but I'm just seeing here, there's tower moments that are happening in this situation, changes, upheavals, options, you taking authority of your life. And some, it's like maybe someone's environment may not be too happy. Maybe they're down, which is why they're feeling a little defeated or upset, meaning that they may want to cause issues and tensions towards you. That's okay. What do you have, ancestors and most high God? What message do you have for people who are going through difficulty, who are thinking practical on how to hurt other people? What message do you have for these people? So Spirit is saying that you should work on yourself. You should work on yourself. They're telling you that you could be your own family, that you can balance your life out to become your best self. Put effort into your life to have things work out for you in your favor. So that you could be happy too, so that you could become your best self. If you put effort in and you become determined, you could have things play out in your life in the right way. So I'm seeing also that with the Page of Cups, there could be someone who could be evolving or trying to evolve in their life. It's difficult because they have like a lot of tension, and it's like a low vibrational thinking that this person has, and they're trying to think of how to get out of this. I feel like it's an uncomfortable feeling for them that they're trying to fight off, but they're trying to make it through. I'm seeing here that they're going to gain victory and happiness here with the Sun card. This is someone who's going to be very hopeful in their life in the future. I'm seeing here, chosen, you're in this space where you're going to be going hermit. And you're going to be very private about things that are going to be happening in your life. With the Chariot card and the Queen of Swords, it's someone who's very direct and assertive in their life, taking initiative to move forward and gain balance and victory in their life. So with the Three of Swords here, someone's stressing. What is it stress in regards to? Stressing because maybe this is a person who's needing to make some choices when it comes to their connections. This is a person who's stressing about the connections that they do have. They're stressing because of justice, or karma that will be happening for them in the future because of the people that they're around. What's the best advice for that person? So, you know, you got opportunity here to work on yourself. You know, spirit is like, invest in working on yourself to come out of difficulty when it comes to depression, when it comes to sadness, you know. So with the Queen of Wands, you know, when this is in a high vibrational energy, this is someone who actually works on themselves to become their best self. You know, this is a person who's very determined about their life and becoming so strong that they're continuing to raise the bar no matter what they go through. What I'm seeing here is that this is what this person is trying to do. So with the Ten of Swords here, you know, there could be difficulty, but I feel like this person is going to be like learning lessons that they're needing to walk away from. This is a person who currently doesn't like some of the offers that they're receiving. They're freeing themselves with new opportunities. You know, I'm seeing here, you know, just trying to find goodness in their life. Okay, so we got the Temperance with the Knight of Pentacles. This is you slowly making progress, chosen. You slowly moving into unions. You slowly becoming your best self, and God protecting your unions. I'm seeing here that you are healing, chosen. You are figuring it out when it comes to your life and how to overcome obstacles that could be happening in your life. I don't feel like you're worried about the small stuff anymore. At this point, you know how to navigate throughout it. And I'm seeing here that you're just continuing on in your life, you know. So I feel like you could be working with people that are going to assist you in your life when it comes to you gaining momentum in creativity. This could be a stressful situation for somebody. Clarify the so there could be a air sign who could be stressing at this time. What's the best advice for this person? To think practical, be practical in your life. Understand that there are changes that will be happening, and to continue to be inspired about life. Get out of conflict energy where you're trying to fight somebody. They're telling you to balance that energy. Come out of this negative impulsive energy so that you can be able to balance your life a lot better. I'm just seeing here that there are options. Like, I feel like there's a lot of options for someone. So I'm seeing here with the Magician card and the Death card, this is someone who is currently trying to manifest new beginnings. This is someone who's walking away from some sort of manifestation that they're wanting. Like, they're knowing like something is not working, something is not going in their favor. So with the Death card here, there's huge changes that are happening that's causing this person to have to walk away. This is a person who is literally having to accept a situation where like they're feeling like maybe this person is feeling stuck, and they're realizing that something is not necessarily working out how they want it to work out. This is a person who is just feeling left out in the cold. They could be going through difficulty at this time. You know, this is a person who's, the best advice right now for this air sign man is to be alone, focus on yourself, continue to stay inspired about life, focus on yourself and healing at this time. You know, maybe you need to take a fresh maybe you need to go out for a walk. You know, I see like you're wanting wish fulfillments. You're wanting to rush into a lot of happiness. You know, you're in this space of trying to be strong and overcome some things in your life. With the Ten of Swords, maybe things are not playing out exactly how you want them to play out. But, you know, what the Most High God is saying is like, everything is for a reason. There's always lessons, you know, and there needs to be I feel like someone's holding on too tight to some things in their life. You know, this is an opportunity for you to learn how to release situations. You know, maybe you're holding on to somebody too tight, and what you know your ancestors are saying is like, you got a tight control. Like, maybe you're wanting to take control. You know, maybe you need to release so that you can allow God to move in and give you exactly what you're deserving. because we all are deserving, of what, of new beginnings and good opportunities in our life. So I feel like someone is having a new beginning that they're having a new beginning, but they don't like what's going to be happening in the future. This is a person who's going to be going through like a ending. Like, there could be some things that are ending for this person that this person doesn't like. With the death card and the full card, I'm just seeing here that this person is having a transformation that they don't want to have. Maybe this person is scared. It's kind of like what I remember, like, I don't know why I'm always thinking about this movie, but the Michael Jackson movie, when Michael Jackson, little Michael Jackson, his name was Jason Weaver actually. He was afraid to get on the plane, and they were like begging him, like, come on, get on the plane. They literally had to drag him on the plane. Like, this is what I'm thinking. I mean, this is what I'm seeing. Like, somebody's so scared to make a transformation. It's like they don't know what to expect. They're scared to see what's going to be happening in the future for them. And they're just afraid to be like dragged into some sort of new beginning. Someone's scared of the unknown. Someone's scared of some, like, they're not used to change. This is a person who's unfamiliar with change. They like the same thing over and over again. And what God is saying is like, open up your palate. Like, how you try different foods. It's just like the Most High is just trying to give someone a different taste in their life, give them a different opportunity in their life, so that they can, be more they can be more, they can expand in their life. Like, they're so used to a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of connection, certain types of friendships. That's why, like, when I meet people, I'm like open to meeting like all types of genders, white, black, Indian. I want a mixture of friends. You have to open your palette so that you can learn different things from different people. Be more outgoing when it comes to your connections. You got to be confident in this life. You got to know that there's always going to be changes in your life for you to experience. And this is what the divine is trying to show you. The divine is trying to tell you that while you're holding on so tight to things that you may be used to, like, you may be comfortable with these set of people, these conditions, whatever you have. The Most High is like, it's more to life than that. You can meet better people. Your friendships may not be taking you in a place that is more well-rounded. Like, they want you to be more diverse, okay? They want you to meet new people. But I feel like you're holding on tight to people that are not really, well, I know they make you happy. They make you happy. You feel that these people make you happy. But Spirit is like, they're trying to balance out your relationships. Yeah. They're trying to balance out your relationships. Because what I'm seeing here is like, your relationships may be stressing you out. These are people you're needing to heal from, because sometimes they can have you in your head, child, make you feel all sorts of ways. And you're like, man, like, like I'm not really, like, one minute you like your relationship, and the next minute you could be hurting about your connections. You're very defensive about yourself, and what you don't want. You don't want to be hurt by people. You don't want to have difficulty when it comes to people. You just want to be, you want to be friends, but you don't want to feel hurt at the same time. You want cute friends too, I see. You want everybody in your circle to be cute. But Spirit is like, you got to think more broader than that, because what I've learned is, like, I had friends, like, one of my friends, he was Indian, and another one of my friends, she was Philippine, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, Filipino. But anyway, she was me and her, we got into it though, because she made me mad, because she was talking about black people don't have a culture, and I didn't like her saying that. And you know, I didn't tell her off or nothing, because she was making little like side comments about, you know, how she used to work at the hair at the she used to work at the beauty supply store, and she would see like a lot of, she didn't call it ghetto, but in some ways you could tell what she was saying. And I was telling her that we're all not like that. And even if there is people who are, you know, that way in your country, there's people like that too. Like if you go to certain parts of your, like there is a hood in every country. Don't sit here and act like your country or your nationality is better because, you know, you may be of some sort of different ethnicity. Like that don't mean nothing, you know. So, you know, we're all people at the end of the day. And if we vibe, we just vibe. But don't disrespect my culture, and don't tell me that my culture doesn't have don't tell me that we don't have a culture, or we're not, you know. That's what she was trying to say. And it really hurt my feelings, because I'm just like, dang, like, what do you really think of me? You think you, like, half of every race steal everything that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing our dances, they're singing our songs. Like we're very creative. They're taking our creativity. And you know, I'm not trying to divide and nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, as African Americans, we are sensitive when people come for us, because we've been downplayed in our, like, our race has been downplayed so badly, to the point where we have to, like, there are people who, like me, who have to speak up for our race, or else there's just always going to be someone trying to comfort us, you know. And so we got to defend our race. You know, we got to defend our race, because we are pretty much the target most of the time, you know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is, like, you want to be more outgoing when it comes to your friendships, you know. Don't think that you only can be friends with your family. Like, meet new people, you know, go out there, be more diverse. Because I've been friends with a lot of different people, and I have a Caucasian, like, me and him, we used to call each other best friends. But yeah, you know, I have a Caucasian friend, I have a black friend, you know. I don't mind different races, you know. It just all depends on your character. If you're bringing good happiness and peace, come on, you know. But anyway, with that said, Spirit is just like, you know, stop holding on so tightly. It's time for you to get out in the world. Someone's holding on real tight when it comes to their relationships, when it comes to their friendships. God is like, you need to expand on your connections, you know. Think broader when it comes to the people that you want to meet. And I know this is bringing someone down, but you need to meet more people, meet new people, you know. So yeah, this is something that someone doesn't like, someone's upset about this. But yeah, you should meet new people. This is what the Most High is telling you to do. Like, expand your palette. Like, open up your palette and expand it. Try different things, new things. So I'm seeing here, like, there is direction that you're taking. I feel like, you know, we got the all past trauma, pain inflicted upon myself, or that I've inflicted upon others, are now destroyed in spirit and flesh. All past life traumas that I've inflicted upon myself. So right now, it's time for self-acceptance. It's time for you to close out cycles where you possibly have, let's see, like, they're wanting you to get more involved in learning about your heart chakra. Spirit is wanting you to have a heart. Spirit is wanting you to get out of this this feeling of where you feel like loving people or loving yourself is a struggle. Spirit is telling you that you need to, like, work on yourself. You need to look at yourself. You need to appreciate yourself, you know. So anything that you don't like about yourself is what you're needing to be loving. So we got all past trauma and pain. So where is this trauma stemming from? Where's the trauma stemming from? So yeah, definitely wanting you to work on yourself. Wanting you to work on yourself. They're telling you it's going to take time. You know, it's all like stemming, like it all comes from like even your family, down to your family, on down to you, down to your child. What I'm seeing here is like spirit is wanting you to realize or feel the energy that people are giving you at this time. Like, is it the energy that you like? The energy that you're giving out, is that the energy that you like? That is within you. Like, how do you feel about how you treat yourself or how you treat others? Are you in a very uncomfortable place in your life when it comes to how you may be feeling, how you may what's the word, like you may be embodying a lot of pain. Pay attention to that pain that you may have within. Dig deeper. Where is that pain coming from? Where's the pain that you feel like you have to hold on so tight to people come from? You know, where does it stem from? Childhood? Is there some things that you're needing to go back really fast to correct when it comes to your childhood? Now, you may not can't directly go back to your past, but there are feelings and emotions that you may have within yourself that's causing you to be a little aggressive, causing you to be angry at times, making you feel away. You know, what spirit is saying is, you know, you got to tap deeper within to find out those pains, those traumas that you're having. Where is it coming from? What are you conflicted with? Why are you inflicting pain upon others? Spirit is wanting you to destroy that energy that is causing you to go against your higher self. You know, feel that pain. Maybe you need to do some journaling. With the Emperor card, this is you being in charge of your life, being the boss of your life, bringing fulfillment and happiness to your life. You know, you are the sun, you know, meaning that you are connected to the Most High God. The Most High God represents Ra. You know, and Ra is the Most High God. Ra is you. So with that said, you know, you have to learn how to stop being so critical of yourself and learn how to come into your heart space. Yeah, you know, we got the Emperor energy, the air sign energy. Air represents thoughts. Fire represents like the feeling, like a feeling that you feel. But get into them cups, like the cup energy, where you're having to be emotionally balanced and intelligent when it comes to your emotions, because this is something that some people are lacking when it comes to how they feel. Like, how are you feeling? Sometimes you got to ask yourself, am I happy today? Am I bringing out happiness for myself and others, or am I bringing out frustration for myself, which is causing me to inflict pain onto other people? You know, this is what you need to realize, like what's causing this type of pattern that you may be having. You know, defensiveness, maybe it's coming from hurt that you may have had towards yourself. Maybe it's from your family, maybe it's from your friends. Whatever it's from, you have to go back to what triggered those pains, and you have to heal that. You got to rub on that. You got to love on that. You got to touch on that, you know? So these are things that you need to write down and think about so that you can be more inspired about life. You know, with the Chariot, this is someone who's having duality. So duality is balance. So what comes up must come down. What you give out must be given back to you. So when it comes to the chariot card, this is talking about movement. This is talking about black white. So, you know, your dark aspects of life and your lighter aspects of life. How can we blend these two together and have balance? Because there's always going to be, you know, difficulty. There's always going to be times where you're pulling against yourself, you know, but you got to learn how to you have to learn how to have awareness in those issues that you have, so that you can bring it together and bring balance and love into the situation. That's the only way it's going to work, by being more practical, working more on yourself. Don't forget about yourself. Don't throw it away. Don't throw the pain that you have away. You got to continue to work on yourself. So with the, there is someone who's currently someone who can be very determined to do wrong in life. This is a person who feels cheated out of life, but the only reason why they feel cheated out of life is because they possibly have cheated others. So you may be, like I'm hearing like, oh, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I don't really let people get close to me like that. We've all said that before. So that feeling that you may feel like, okay, why don't you trust anybody? Where is that stem? What does that look like? Does it look like you happen to make sure that you don't get hurt, so you hurt others before you're hurt? Like, where is it stemming from? Does it stem from you having to watch your back all the time, making sure that someone didn't say something in a certain way to make you feel a certain way? Are we taking things too personal? Are we not really are we affected by what others do because we take it too personal? Like, Spirit is like, be more in tune with how you feel these emotions. It's okay to feel these emotions if you learn how to if you learn, like, you may not be able to control your emotions, but if you're more aware of the emotions that you're feeling and you're able to talk yourself out of these feelings, then that's how you're able to heal. So if you're afraid to let go of situations that are causing you to feel constricted, causing you to feel hurt or backed up in a corner, Spirit is like, analyze those feelings that you have and talk to yourself. Write those emotions out and burn it into a burning bowl and release it. There's someone who needs to heal from control. Maybe you have a lot of control issues. You're lacking in your life because you have issues with control. Spirit is like, you need to heal that. Sometimes you need to release that. You cannot control everything around you. This is causing for a lot of toxicity, is building toxicity in your life. So what happens is, when you're having control issues, it's causing you to be out of alignment with self, because then you're out of alignment with God. So when you're holding on to something so tight and God is saying, listen, release that so I can give you something new. Like, people don't really understand that. It's so true. It's so deep. It's so deep and it's so healing, because I've just been in a space in my life where I'm able to like release a lot of things that, it was hard at one point, and I do understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't be mad at it, because at times, in my past, in the past, I would always want to be upset and control or get angry when things weren't going my way, and plot and plan on people, plan people's demise. You just want to, you get so angry. It's something within you that causes you to have like this frustration in your life. But it's only because you feel like you're not getting your way out of a situation. You have to be alert of the emotions that you have. That's the only way that you're going to heal. You got to heal throughout. You got to heal through the pain. So, so that you can have diversity. If you have diversity, if you're diverse, you won't hold on to things so tightly, because you will be able to experience the new, the overall picture, the bigger picture, because it's bigger than what you hold on to. That's nothing. So when God is telling you to let go, God is only saying this because there are new things that are trying to come. So with the 5 of Wands energy, this is someone who is having difficulty at this time. This is someone who wants control. This is someone who wants to cause issues. This is someone who is kind of like, their heart chakra is blocked off. They can't feel love right now. With the Sun card represents illumination. It represents happiness. It represents things coming to light. And with the Page of Cups, this is innocence. So what I'm feeling like is like someone's having a very immature type of energy, and it's not to be like mean or anything, but with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups, this is immature energy. Like maybe like you feel like you want you there's an innocence to this. It's just not a deeper understanding to it. Because what's happening is everything that someone says you're fighting against, because maybe something that's being said is something that you may not like, something that you're fighting yourself with the information. This is something that you're not taking on. And why is that? Because with the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands, you're like you're trying to see through the truth of it, but there's a lot of defensiveness that's happening within it. See, sometimes you might have to be alone because there's wisdom, there's knowledge that is needing to be learned at this time. And if you don't have the knowledge of what you're feeling, then you're not going to understand it. It's always going to be a sense of innocence or like immaturity in a particular lesson if you don't take time to like be more alert about your emotions. So that's what it's more so about, you being more so alert. Am I being too controlling? And am I not allowing God to lead me? Am I leading myself? The worst thing we ever can do is lead ourselves, because then you're away from God, and then God will not be able to lead you. That's going to be a difficult situation. And I know that, like, even, before leaving the house, me not praying is, as a, like when I was younger, me driving, me leaving out the house before prayer, or me not praying in the car will make me fear. Like, because I know, like, if God is not on me, if God is not in my life, then where's my protection at? Because in order for you to be connected to your ancestors the way you want to be, doesn't God have to give you like your ancestors permission? Don't you have to be on a certain vibration to have your ancestors be in alignment with your higher self? Or else your ancestors are going to be useful in your life. It's not going to be your ancestors are not going to be able to help you, because your ancestors are not, they don't have it's like they don't have the permission from the Most High God. So yeah, we all have a spiritual team, but it's like if you don't ignite your spiritual team can't help you in low vibrational energy. I just don't see it happening. Maybe I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I don't see how my ancestors would be able to help me if I was connected from the Most High. Because the Most High God is the highest, that's the highest person. I mean, the highest, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the highest authority. And then we got our spiritual team. So if you're not connected to the Most High, how could you be connected to your ancestors? With that said, you have to learn how to be in control of your emotions, be aware of your emotions, because this energy here is causing confusion and confliction in your life. It's not allowing you to have wisdom. When you are conflicted, when you are in an energy that you're in conflict with, like this is the kind of energy that you have, then it's going to cause you to be away from your higher self, because you're not aware of your emotions. You're not aware of it. And in a sense, you're in a very childlike energy. Because if even if you have a sense of jealousy or a sense of wanting to win at all costs, like what is that about? That's like childish, immature behavior. You have to be alert of these emotions. If you're not alert, you're going to be out here just like this. You know, so you got to heal. There's some healing that needs to be done, because what's happening is you're in a space where you're determined to do wrong. You're determined to cause conflict. You're determined to have a sense of it's like a person in ignorance. And it's not like, you know, God is like, oh, you're gonna get, you know, when people say, oh, you're gonna get karma, you're gonna get in trouble, whatever. What so how do you say that? Anyway, what goes around comes around. So whatever you put out is what you get back. So within is so without, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So when you have swords, fire together, this is causing negativity. And wands, this is all negativity, you know? This is, I'ma beat your, I'ma kick your, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is you making decisions to cause conflict in other people's lives because you're mad. You know, it reminds me of that girl who went to that lady's house and literally broke down her door just to go into her house and fight her. She has children. Now she's in jail. You know, so this is like anger, holding on to anger. You have to be more aware of your emotions in order, because someone's satisfied in this. But honestly, it's causing them struggles. It's causing you to be out of alignment with yourself. And you can't possibly be connected to the Most High God in that type of energy, because God doesn't live in dysfunction. I mean, God, you know, they say like, oh, God will visit here and there. But your power, when it comes to the Most High God, your prayers, when it comes to the Most High God, cannot possibly be answered in an energy like that. This is why it's always good to heal, so that you know for sure that your prayers are being answered by the Most High. You always want to be connected. You always want to have divine connection, because God will come quick. God is always trying to answer your prayers. It's not like God don't love you, but if you're not in a higher aligned, like if you're not aligned with your higher self, you are away from God. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Ten of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles, and we got the Judgment card. So there is someone who's currently about to like start nurturing themselves, finding the best in their life, in their relationships. This is the person who's wanting a better relationship with the Judgment card. This is someone who's going to be evolving in their life. They're choosing to evolve. They don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it. They're a baby at this state. They're taking baby steps right now. You know, with the Page of Cups, this is representing innocence. You know, this is a person who's, you know, even though they may have like depression, sadness, you know, they may feel like they've missed opportunities in their life. I'm seeing here that they can still gain victory over their life if you continue moving and keep going. You know, yeah. I mean, listen, being in that five of Pentacles energy where you're feeling left out in the cold, where you're feeling like you're not at your best, Spirit is telling you to take initiative, to take and call your power back. If you are breathing, you should be blessed. If you're able to walk, you should be blessed. If you're able to blink, you should be blessed. Look at the bigger picture. You know, this is what the Most High is asking, like for you to look at the bigger picture. Because it's cold. Like what I feel like is like someone's become cold. And there's lessons that you need to learn from being in the cold. You had to be in the cold. You had to be put in the cold for a reason. You know, God brings you to your very lowest so that you can realize where you're at in your life. You know, this is instructions that God is wanting you to take. So with the Queen of Swords, this is truth that God wants you to hear truth. God wants you to face truth that is happening in your life. With the Hermit card, these are lessons that you're needing to learn. Why am I so angry? Why am I so upset? Why do I exude the energy of jealousy? You know, this is real. You know, you got to be real with yourself. Am I a jealous person? Am I envious? Am I trying to take the shortcut in life? Am I hurting people? God wants you to end these cycles of frustration, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult. It's difficult in these emotions. This is low vibrational energy, 1D energy. This is you having to raise yourself. Like, spirit is like, you got to complete this. Like, are you ready yet? It's time for someone to go hermit. You gotta rest. You gotta take a rest, because your healing journey is beginning. So you can get out of this 1D era, you know. So with the 3 of Pentacles here, this is you you and your friends working together to be, you know, I mean, with the 7 of Swords, it's not you're trying to balance deception. You know, you just, you know, spirit, what does this person need to know when they're moving in this way, in a deceitful way? So with this air sign man who's moving in a very deceitful way, you're given the opportunity to, like, be more resilient in your life, to change your ways, and to become more better. Like, you know, you got to be more grounded in your life. You got to be more spiritual. Spirit is like, what's going on? You know, where are you? What are you doing? You have to be more passionate about life. There's other ways to handle certain things, you know, and I feel like you've chosen a wrong route. So with the Devil card here, this is maybe you having your answer, like, you like, maybe I am a devil. Maybe I am mean. You know, maybe, like, this is you getting clarity on who you are. You may be, like, realizing, like, uh-oh, like, I am not a good person, you know, and I really need to work on myself. And when you get to that point, it's good, because then you'll gain, like, fairness and justice in this by becoming your better self. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, Spirit is saying, work on yourself. Change your ways, you know. Let this be a story of the past of how you used to be. It's time for you to realign your life and your light. Don't you want your light to be brighter? Like, this is dark energy that you have. That's not good. You know, so I'm seeing here with the Hangman and the 8 of Wands, this is you wanting to move on. This is you wanting to have a broader future. You wanting to, like, go many places. You wanting to, like, you just want to do a lot, but you feel like you gotta do a lot in order to do a lot. But you also feel stuck at the same time. So it's like you're stuck in an energy that is causing you to have to do more work on yourself. So I remember, like, back in the day, I used to be friends with Cheetah Tarot. This was a lady that I got my readings from, like, back in the day. She told me, she was like, you gonna be doing this, you gonna be a reader. And I'm like, what? Like, whatever, girl. Like, I didn't believe her. But, you know, I'm doing it to this day. Like, I worked on psychic hotlines and everything. But with that said, she would tell, like, when I would get readings from her, I was always trying to develop my life, but I would, like, date and stuff, and I would call her and ask her, like, can you tell me, you know, what's gonna happen with this situation, with this person, and she would be like, you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. She be sounding like my mom, and it make me mad, because my mom, she'll always say, you're not ready. But Cheetah Tarot, she'll be like, you're not ready yet. You're way behind. You are insecure. You are unconfident. And I'd be like, what? Unconfident? Like, I'm not unconfident. And I used to think I was, like, the shit or something like that. And she was like, no, you're unconfident. Like, it's something wrong with you, and you need to fix yourself, because you too focused on a man. You too focused on this. And I'm like, really? Like, she put me in check. So with that said, like, every time I got a reading from her, this is why it's so important to get readings, I feel, because then you can always know the level you are on in your life. So with that said, the more and more I would get readings, it would make me like become my better self. So even when she told me like like you out of alignment, you insecure, you this and you that, like it looked good on the outside, but on the inside I was insecure. But anyway, with that said, like every time I would come back to her with a reading, she'll be like, oh my God, like you've done a lot of work. Because one thing about the cards is they don't lie. Like the cards don't lie. Now I may not tell you a lottery number or something like that, but the cards, they don't lie. They tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, like when that Empress card come out in the reverse, baby, and you thinking you the shit, no, you just think you look like you're all that. Or you think because you got money you're all that. No, that has absolutely nothing to do with it. You have to really do the work on yourself. And so with this person, they're feeling like, oh, it's gonna take too long. Like they want to do better, but they want to be like they're wanting to stick. They're like they think it's easier to stick in their wicked ways. And yeah, they are wicked because you know we be in that little wicked stuff. You know, like they promote it so often, it's to the point where we think that it's okay, and it's not. So with that said, like throughout the times that I received those readings, I noticed that I start getting better and the readings start getting better. And I could see in my energy that she would read, she'll say, you're becoming the Empress. Like one minute I was a page, the next minute I was a queen, and then the other minute I became an Empress. And I stood on that because I've always wanted to better myself and becoming my best self. And so how does that look for you? You know, so here, you know, what I'm seeing here is someone's determined, like someone's wanting to receive justice and how they want to be in their life, you know, because if you're, so what I'm seeing here is like this is a fire sign man. Or it could be any man, or it could be any person. Someone is open to learning some lessons. Someone's who's open to having constructive criticism. I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. I feel like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so if you're offended by constructive criticism, then there is just that childish energy that you're still in. And so with the childish energy, you're not going to be ready. There's some people who have to stay in that devil energy because they're not on the level yet to opening their heart to understanding what they're doing. You know, it's just an energy that you could be in and you're not fully aware of what you're doing. Call out your insecurities so that you can be fully aware of where you are in your life. You know, so, you know, we got the 3 of Cups here. 3 of Cups with the 7 of Swords and then the 2 of Pentacles. This is someone who's trying to balance out their deceitfulness. So, you know, we got three people, either women, men, or men and women, all these people together. They're trying to figure out how to balance out being deceitful. This is what they want a new beginning, but you know, their heart, like their Spirit, tell me about this. Definitely page energy. So this is someone thinking practical. You know, they have issues with their decisions. They have difficulty making decisions in their life. You know, these are people who have difficulty doing the right thing. Spirit, tell me, what is that about? Why do people have difficulty doing the wrong thing? Why do people have difficulty doing the right thing? My bad. Why do people have difficulty doing the right thing? Because they don't have enough knowledge about self. They don't have enough knowledge about life. People are actually, like, if you ever look at like people who have come here for many times, you could tell. Like, I could tell. I could look at a person and I could tell, like, oh, you've been here a lot of times. Do y'all know that one guy, like, he be like getting beat up by his own girlfriend, like the girlfriend be punching him in the face. He's young, but he been here many times and he has never learned. There's just some people who don't learn. It's some people who are gonna have difficulty with learning because they are possibly sent here to be oppressors. But this, you know, you can change. But sometimes these are people who are sent here who are like our karmics that are sent here just to cause opposition in other people's lives so that other people can evolve. Yes, and that's the truth. So yeah, these are people. So sometimes, you know, because they're unbalanced, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's very hard for these people. So these are page energies that are met with a lot of fire. They got a lot of fire energy in their heart. They're misled by passion, by anger, by, you know, by stress, by personal things that are happening in their life that they don't like. These are people who can play on their emotions, but they have addictions, you know. It's a fiery energy. Like, this is a fiery energy where they need to cool off. There are some people just needing to cool off. They don't have enough wisdom to get out of this energy, though. It's just what it is, you know. Some people have difficulty in these in this condition. This is their role. This is their role. This is their role, you know. Secretly, this is their role, to plot, to plan, and to be deceitful. And to betray, you know. This is what it is. Yeah, some people don't have it in them. You can teach them, but unfortunately, you could take a fish. You could take a fish. You could take a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it, you know. It's just that everyone's on a certain level in their life when it comes to their heart. Like, your heart has to be open to information. Your heart has to be healed. Spirit, do these people have like pain because of what they've been through in their life? Is this because of what these people been through in their life? I mean, you know, it definitely can be, because, you know, I worked with children and some of these kids, they were so mean. They were so mean, and they had a lot of trauma that they went through. So sometimes these people are sent out in the world, you know, because of where their family background, their family dynamic. So we got all past life traumas and pain inflicted upon myself. So these are people who inflict pain upon themselves by hurting others. So these are people who try to destroy other people because they're feeling destroyed. Will these people ever find common ground? Will these people ever heal? So we got the Eight of Wands with the Page of... They do have opportunity to heal. You know, they do have opportunity to make things better in their life. They do have opportunity to be more passionate and make very good decisions. You know, these are people who find it to be stressful, but hey, I find it to be stressful, you know, to be on here and, you know, to do my daily, you know, it's a lot. You know, life causes you to be in a very stressful situation in itself. But if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to put more passion in self and learn, like, where is this anger stemming from? Because a lot of people who have anger stemmed within, it ain't even from their family, because some people have actually had good lives growing up. Some people have actually not really had a bad life. Some people like myself, and like, you know, some people have really ain't got really nothing to complain about. Some people have been given a lot in their childhood. They've never been held accountable for things that have happened in their childhood. You know, these are some people who have gotten away with a lot, you know, and they have anger. It's like the most spoiled person is the most angriest. And I just don't understand how that happens, you know? I mean, they say they're hurt, but I mean, Spirit, why is the most spoiled child or sibling the most angriest? Why is that the problem? Why is that? Because so we got the Five of Pentacles. Why is the youngest? So why is like not even the youngest sibling or like just anybody who had a good life? Why could they be so angry? Because past issues, anger in the house. So a mother could have been angry as a child. Hi, Stephen P. Hey, everybody. So a mother could have been angry. Be careful how you know, if you're, let's just say you're pregnant or something. Be careful about being angry and being pregnant, because you don't want an angry baby. But shoot, I can't even lie to you. I was a little mean when I was when I was pregnant with my twins. You know, so they turned out pretty good though, you know. So why would someone who had a good life, why would someone who had a good life be so angry, Spirit? Why would someone who had a good life growing up be so angry? Why would someone who had a good life be so angry growing a good life? Because it's like, it's just like nothing is never good enough for this person. Because they're like if you look at this, look at how she's looking. It's just like someone who's never satisfied. So when you're given everything, you eventually become a person like a brat. You know, this is a person who can build in anger, animosity, you know, fast, unlogical decisions. Someone who's always wanting to be on top all the time, wanting to be like, I mean, they're inspired about life, but if things don't go in the way they want it to go, they just get upset about it, you know? So someone's stressing. I'm seeing here, someone trying, like, what I'm seeing here is that someone's trying to find like, evolve. They feel like 1 minute it could be easy, and then the next minute it could be difficult. You know? But that's what it is. It's just like, you just got to do work on yourself. So we got the World card. Okay. So with that said, you know, it's just going to be difficulty for someone. This person always has to watch their back. Always making sure that the person, like, whatever someone's saying is, it's hurtful, you know? Like, someone doesn't want to be hurt. That's what it is. Someone doesn't want to be hurt. They don't want to be hurt. They look for things that other people could say, and it could be hurtful. It could be painful to them, and it causes them to be in a mood where they're thinking like someone's trying to be like sneaky, trying to hurt them, you know, trying to say things about them. So with the Ten of Cups, this is always a person that's close to them that they feel is being sneaky. It's just like they don't, you know, they don't find love in people who, like, if you're saying anything that this person don't like, they're always going to be watching behind there. It's just someone's going to be watching you, watching what you say. Anything you say will be held against you in the court of law. And it's stressful because they're looking for everything that you say. And if you say something wrong, they're coming for that ass, you know? Anyway, I don't know. I'm just seeing, like, with the Moon card, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups, someone is wanting to manifest someone back. This could be someone who wants a new beginning with you. There could have been huge changes happening. This is a person who misses you and wants, like, is hurt because of some sort of cycle that's ended with you guys. So with the Knight of Swords, what's going on with this person? This person is, they like, this person has anger issues. They're mad. Like, they're just, they got work to do. Why is this person, it's just like, what I'm getting is like, you can have like the funnest party, but even if it's fun, someone's always going to complain about something. You know, that's just what it is. This is how they work. Like, they try to act nice, but it's like a nice nasty energy. They're knowing that they need to heal secretly. They're learning some lessons. They're trying to do better. They're wanting to work on themselves, but they have a lot of childish behavior. You know, there are just people that are just, you know, having difficulty. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm seeing here is that, you know, the scales are always going to balance. So people who are like in a space in their life where they're trying to grow, they're trying to develop, you know, you're just trying to reach to be your best self. You're losing, you're no longer holding. So we're the chosen are at this time. Like, we're no longer in a space where we're holding on tight to things. We're able, like, we're at this space, we're at this place in our life where we're able to release what doesn't serve us. We're able to let go of what doesn't serve us. We're in this space in our life where we no longer want to control our environment. We are allowing the Most High God to lead us into better places. The only way we could have gotten here is by doing the work to understand what the biggest, the biggest lesson in life is to being in allowance. Being in allowance, allowing the Most High God to lead you. You know, I have I know somebody that irritates me just a little bit, okay? Like, this person, even though I understand what they're doing, it in some ways it irritates me, but in another way it's like I get it, you know, because that's what I need to do too. But anytime I call this person, I tell them like, hey, you know, this happened and this happened, and they're like, oh really, how do you feel about that? So what do you want to do about that? And then they're like, well, you know, well, what do you think you should do? Or you'll ask them like, okay, so what you think I should do? No, what do you think you should do about it? And then you'll tell this person, and they'll be like, well, I think that's the best choice for you. And you like, like what? Like, First off, I'm asking you for advice. But what, my daughter laughing at me. But the thing is, what I'm realizing about her and why she's doing that is because you don't ever want to be in control of someone else's decisions in their life. You're allowing that person to make their own decision and being an allowance in their decision. So you could tell somebody all day you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't date that person. You shouldn't why you erase that? I'm laughing too with you, Tyler. But you're you can, you know, you're an allowing, when you're allowing things to happen, and I'm not talking about allowing your life to fall apart, but what I'm saying is, like, when you are allowing the Most High God to lead you into places and not letting you allowing God to tell you, like, release all control, you will see where God is trying to take you. Is into a place of authenticity, because when you're an authentic person, you are able to open your heart to awareness and allowing. Like, you're aware, when you're aware and you're in allowance, like when you're allowing things to happen, like you're allowing life to happen to you and for you, you will see that control is a form of, to keep you held back. Control will make you hold on to anger. It'll make you hold on to people that you should not be holding on to. It will just hold you back in your life. But when you learn how to release, you will see that life will bring you into better places, and then also into a better energy where you're okay with where God is heading you, okay? So yeah, so I'm seeing here that a lot of the chosen are in a space in their life where they're releasing the traumas and pains that are inflicted upon them. You're knowing how to navigate in that type of energy where, yeah, you've been hurt from certain things in your life, but you don't let that overtake you or your choices in life. You don't allow that energy to affect you in a way to where it controls your peace. Where you're at is accepting the pain and the trauma that you've allowed for yourself, and that you've also have done for people. Like, what you do is you ask, or you write this down, and you release what you don't want in your life. You release the pain and trauma that you have sent out, and you also have received from people. You don't harbor that in, because it will set you back. And so Spirit is like, gain more control of your life by being more aware, and also in a space and energy of allowance, of allowing God to move in your life, so that you are sure that where you're at is where God wants you to be. God always wants you to be on the right path. If God is not aware, like if you're in anger, you're away from God. If you're in the deceptive, if you're in the energy of deception, then you're away from God. If you're in the energy of fear, you're away from God. If you are in the energy of jealousy, envy, hate, all these low vibrational energies, this is telling me that you are not in alignment with your chakras, and you are in page like energy that is very negative and low vibrational. It is not causing you to have any type of wisdom in your life. You're far away from it. So, with the scales being with the justice card here, what God is saying is continue to be resilient. Now, when you're resilient in life, you're not forcing anything, but you're just going with the flow of life, and you're continuing to move. And this will help you to have a more grounded environment, you know, where you're at peace. But the only reason why a lot of people are not in peace is because they want to control things. And it's hard to hear. But even with the magician card, this is someone who controls and manipulates energy. You know, we want to control other people. We want to be the person to, yeah, to manifest certain things into our lives. Like Spirit is just saying, like, in all energy of control, and be more into allowing, be in your softer side. You know, with the 5 of Swords, this is someone feels defeated if they do this, you know. This is someone who feels defeated when they're in that type of energy. But is it working for you? Has it worked ever? Try something new. Because with the Tower card, be happy when Tower moments happen in your life. When destruction happens, it causes things to fall down so things can, you know, like how in that one verse that we read earlier, it's talking about Jerusalem and how God is rebuilding Jerusalem or something like that. Well, what's happening is, like, we're needing to be more profound. We're needing to have more profound experiences in our life, to where when Tower moments happen, we're not afraid of these Tower moments. We're an allowance, because we know that when Tower moments happen, it's happening for our greatest good. Yeah, it may not feel good at times, but when God is in control, God knows exactly what God is doing. This is going to allow you to be in a place of healing. You know, with the Moon card, you know, you may be in fear of healing. You may be in fear of the unknown, but God knows what God is doing. And that's just what it is. Like, if you really believe in the Most High God, then you're going to know that your energy that you're carrying at this time, you're going to know if it's in alignment with the Most High. Can God hear you when you are envious, angry, jealous, or trying to control or manipulate other people's lives and experiences? If it's a very low energy, no, God is not going to be able to able to hear that. You got to realign yourself. Okay? Spirit is saying be free within. The Fool represents new beginnings. Yes, it's going to be scary, you know, but in order for you to become better in your life, you're going to have to accept the offer to learning new lessons, or the same lessons over and over again. You just don't want to be in the same cycle no more, like the same continuous cycle that never ends, the same old shit every day. Like, you want to be well-rounded as an individual. You want to get the full experience of life when it comes to being your best self. It feels good to be your best self. It feels good, you know what I'm saying? Because you done called all your power back, and you're fully in alignment to be able to carry out every task in your life that you're wanting to carry out, that God is putting you on a journey to do. You're able to do this because you're in alignment with God. You know it's going to work out no matter how many obstacles come. You know, yeah, that obstacle may come, but you're going to keep going, and you're walking in it blindly because you're fully aware of your emotions, your intentions in life, your why, you know, your what, when, where, how, why. Like, sometimes you may not even know, like, all of those answers, but you're able to walk freely with learning lessons and being okay with the lessons you learn. You know, stand in the know. Being a wise individual. Any last messages? So we have a King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. These are people from the past who are finding the guidance. They're trying to get a new offer when it comes to the Most High. They're asking God to give me another chance. And that's what you need to do. Like, pray to God. Like, you may not feel like you're connected to God because you may have done so much. But if you really, like, I've heard people say, I pray to God And I told God, if you get me out this situation, I promise you I would never do this again. And God made some miracles for that person. Changed that person's life, and that person made the promise to God and also changed their life for the better. So if you don't know where you're at, if you're feeling constricted, if you're feeling like you're losing control and you have to gain control and you got to hold on to something because you're afraid that God won't bless you with something better, what God is saying is, why don't you ask me for what you want? You know what I'm saying? Ask me for what ask me. Ask me. Yeah. So we got the world card. So these are people who are needing to release control. Why do we have the world card here? Because someone's needing to start from the beginning, and the beginning is knowing that you have to be fully aware of your environment and your emotions that you're carrying. This is going to help you to have a sense of fulfillment and peace, wish fulfillment. So with the world card, this is you completing the cycle in success, chosen. This is you having victory over your life and being completely happy for what you got and what you're doing. I want God to bring me a new spouse. Ashe. Ask. Ask God. All right. Well, with that said, Spirit is saying be more resilient. So, I'm gonna end it with a oracle message. Angels and let me do the Bible. I'm gonna get a Bible verse in this. So ancestors, angels, spirit guides. Oh wait, this is all backwards. Oh, well, I don't even know. Okay, so I don't know how these cards how are all these cards? Okay, let me fix it. I'm gonna get a Bible verse in this, and let's see what the Most High has to say. All right, so let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light. All right, so we got unfinished symphony, and then we got time to go on the back. Give me one more card. So between two worlds in conflict. So what I'm seeing here is like there's a lot of conflict that is happening behind you, chosen. There are some people who need to let go of conflict that is happening. There are some people who are unhappy about lessons that they're still needing to learn. So with the time to go card, this is the Most High God saying to end cycles of conflict and you being caught in between two worlds. This is you needing to step out of darkness and go into the light. So, darkness is good when you need to learn heavy lessons. There's nothing wrong with darkness. That's why a lot of people say, love, we say peace, love, and light and darkness. Because you got to go through darkness in order to get to the light. So this is what you're in. Like, this is what a lot of people are in at this time. They're in a lot of dark energy. And it's because they have to work through these inner issues. They have to work through these inner this inner anger that they have, this trauma that they have. This is all trauma. These are issues stemming from trauma. This could be in childhood. This could be on your work environment where you're being where you're being controlled by other people or talked down to. Is building anger within. This is you being mistreated by other people. So maybe you want to treat people wrong. This is you having people step on your back and causing issues in your life when it comes to just, you know, your life and your livelihood. You know, what Spirit is saying is like, you got to release that energy. They're telling you it's time to go from that energy. And so we have unfinished symphony. So unsymphony is like, Spirit is saying, find you a song that resonates with your ending, resonates with you releasing what doesn't serve you. So you know, think of a song. I can't think of one right now, but you know, maybe End of the Road or something like that. Like, really know how to close out cycles so that you can be able to free yourself from being in between worlds. Because if you're dealing with like toxicity, that means you're in two different worlds. You're in this, you know, you're trying to come out of difficulty, but you still holding on to a toxic relationship. You know, Spirit is like, have a deeper understanding of your relationships while you're in it. Be more aware of your situation. Why are you holding on to friendships and, you know, people? You know, Spirit is telling you it's time to go. It's time to release that. And so I'm going to read Symphony, and then I'm going to do the Bible verse, and then I'm out of here. Okay, so unfinished symphony, unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of lessons or skills. Excuse me. Excuse me. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. This is what Spirit is wanting you to do. They're wanting you to end cycles on a high note, on a positive note, okay? End it in love. So, last message is going to be from the Most High God. We're going to use this here Bible and look into it. All right. Most High God, please tell the collective what is the message that the collective needs to know at this time in regards to the message that we currently just talked about, that I currently just talked about. What is it that we're needing to know at this time? All right, thank you. So we got Ezra. And you guys know I'm not the type of person. This is the book of Ezra. So let's see. So the book of Ezra is about the return of Jewish people with exile in Babylon to Jerusalem. In the rebuilding of their temple, it focuses on leadership of Ezra, a priest and scribe who guides the people in restoring their faith, following God's laws, and rebuilding their community. In simple terms, it shows how God's people were in a difficult situation, and through faith and obedience, they trusted in God's plan for their restoration. Ezra's leadership it represents a surrender to God's will, allowing him to lead and guide rather than trying to control everything themselves. For someone dealing with releasing control and allowing God to lead, the book of Ezra is a reminder that sometimes we must trust in God's timing and plan, even when things seem uncertain. It is it shows that surrendering to God's leadership can bring about restoration, growth, and stronger relationships with God. Just like the Israelites trusted in God to bring them back and rebuild, we can let go of our need for control and allow God to guide us in rebuilding our lives in a way that aligns with His will. So, in order for you to be able to live your best life, you're going to have to stop trying to control everybody and, release control, Thank you, God, for this message. And guys, thank y'all for watching. And I'll probably be back in the grand rise. And I don't like to say morning, because morning is like when you're mourning, like you're sad. If you even though it sounds different, like even though it's spelled differently, you still hear the word mourn and morning. So I always say grand rising. Bonos, Nochos, beautiful Empress. Oh, thank you, Pink Peony. Yeah, so guys, that's the message. I hope that resonates with you, and I hope it's helped in some way. Anyway, good night, guys. I'm sleepy. Peace.